lot of fire and a lot of pressure coming off of that embarrassing loss and humbling loss, in his own words, against Austria just a few days ago. Meanwhile, Julian Nagelsmann thrilled with what he saw on the attacking side of the field, but obviously some concerns defensively, which continues to be the big question mark surrounding the four-time World Cup champions. Antoine Semenyo in great form for club, bit of a question mark for country. But this Ghanaian side has lost their last 4 games in a row. They've only scored 1 goal in those last 4, and could use with a major confidence boost against a team that, of course, has so much talent at their disposal, but are looking to make their mark and at the bare minimum get to the knockout round this summer. This is just a little more than 70 days away in North America. Havertz starting it through. It's Kai Havertz peeling it back. Good opportunity, and it's just wide from Voltemata. And the first sign of life from Germany in the attacking third tonight. Kimmich. Teasing ball in behind the back line. That's Jurenki who gets a touch to it. And the flag is up.
How does he make them a little bit better and disciplined defensively?
He has the green light to go and find space as he sees fit. As here comes the thing. Brown from the left wing. Wirtz. Kimmich waiting for it, and the foul's going to be called. Nathaniel Brown once more was able to. Caleb Jurenki and company doing their defensive duties.
Naturally, Germany are playing with.
Gnabry thought about it before it could reach Gnabry. Havertz. Kojo Apong able to deny. Voltemata.
Oh, he doesn't hit the target.
Here's Kimmich again, looking for that ball being stood up right around the penalty. Prince Adu trying to utilize his pace against Nathaniel Brown in the Frankfurt. But Adu having to change something defensively as that
can also contribute with goals.
Back for the Brighton man Gross as he sends. Slip here, allows Serge Gnabry to get on the ball. Now Kai Havertz and Schlotterbeck. It's not a bad looking ball. Bounces in front of cup, but the expectation should be for a country of Ghana stature in the game that they qualify for both without it.
Give you that go-ahead.
Here's Wirtz again, weaving his way through, and a block in front coming from Jonas Ajete. Kai Havertz scores with calm and with ease, and Germany get their deserved goal at the end of this first half.
Germany definitely had to be patient, and it took until stoppage time in this first half for them to break the deadlock. And it's Kai Havertz from the penalty spot, calm and composed as you like. The Arsenal man steps up to get his 21st international goal in a first half that saw Germany.
That's Ayew on the turn, got the cross away. Semenyo working on Kimmich. As the one of the first real clear possession opportunities. Kojo Apong being chased down by Serge, who was waiting for it at the edge of the penalty area. That was Prince Adu, who was also in the neighborhood, and then a first time.
Back in that last situation, the wingback Derek Collins just gets caught ball watching.
And here is Ghana exposed again, and that's a rough challenge along the back line for Ghana, and it is going to be just a yellow card. But it will be Wirtz, and it's just wide. It actually looked like that might have came off the post. And Liverpool man just inches away from a third goal in 2 games.
Well, Florian Wirtz at the
clever little ball. Here's Pascal Gross. Over the head of Voltemata, and then swiped out by Jonathan Tah, out of play. But it has been all Germany inside of the first 10 minutes. Takes the first delivery. Now slips it through. It's a great looking ball. Semenyo lashes it across, and Joshua Kimmich on top of the corner, clips it towards the back stick. Partey wins the first header. Semenyo up for the second. Angelo Stila to take the corner. Asari off of his line to Stila. Havertz. Kimmich trying to stand up towards the back stick. It's a free header. Germany wins the first. Back across. And it falls for Kimmich. In behind for Serge Gnabry, and that's a all heading into this World Cup, as that ball in behind is a delicious one for Voltemata. Leaves it for Florian Wirtz. But the offside flag is up. It was on the initial run from Voltemata. And that'll deny Florian Wirtz his 5th goal involvement in 2 games.
Well, I want you to watch the secondary run. So Voltemata does a good job. He's trying to stretch that back line. You can see he's slightly ahead of that last center back. But it's the awareness of Florian Wirtz. Seeing where the space is to come and support the big man up top. Takes his shot really, really well. It's unfortunate to have it chopped off. But to your point there about the transition moments for Ghana, Germany have looked vulnerable on that last chance defensively. Nathaniel Brown does an incredible job against Prince Adu 1v1 situation where there's acres of space around him, but he's patient, doesn't dive in, just waits for.
Ayu in towards Semenyo. Gross. Excellent ball in for Havertz. Takes a lead in the middle of the field by Ghana. Voltemata with quick feet attempted to find Pascal Gross, but the foul is going to be called again. Inch perfectly. Urenke lofts it in. Taz. Wirtz, African qualifying for the World Cup back in October. Any kind since a 1-0 win over Comoros in the final day of.
The possession tilt has definitely been in favor of.
Urenke. Asari off his line again. He's not been bashful about doing that. Kimmich. Delicious looking ball. Asari got a touch to it. It's loose in front. Still pinballing around. It's Jonathan Todd. He sends it over the crossbar. Looking for his 2nd goal in 2 games. It sat up ever so nicely. Havertz. Ooh. Good feet. And he wins the free kick and gets it. And here come the Black Stars through Prince Adu. Sizing up Nathaniel Brown. Adu chopping. The lineup that has been put in place in the attacking third over the past 2 games. Diallo continues to try to regain his match fitness coming off that injury in club. First half warm-up in. Here's Brown. Kimmich. Great little ball over the top, pushing down. It's Undav! Well, how fitting is that for the Stuttgart man? The recipient of a silky smooth German move. And Dennis Undav doing what he does best in this stadium.
Well, it's the man in form in his home stadium where he plays his club football who delivers a devastating blow.
Sent in towards the back stick, available for Antonio Rudiger. And Wirtz somehow keeps it alive for Nathaniel Brown. He's got time and space guard. As Ghana win it back in the middle of the park, and it should be a foul in favor of the in the first 45 minutes. Clever little dummy, Nathaniel Brown for Pascal Gross, and couldn't quite open up his hips. And easy work in the end for Benjamin Asari. Pascal Gross, not his best delivery, who was able to qualify. Asari off his. Leonard Carl for Voltemata, and it's off the crossbar. And the follow-up chance is denied. That was Alexander Jiku, and that was one of the more away from your respective club and your actual home as Kuhn turns the corner. Good chance here, and Fatawu scores. Germany picked apart, and Abdel Fatawu has been on the field for just several minutes, and Ghana are level in Stuttgart.
Despite Germany's dominance for large spells in this game, the vulnerability was there defensively. And the feeling was always one of such that if Ghana could just execute and be clinical with one of these chances, there was a moment to be had. And going in this second half.
It's a slip from Prince Adu. Voltemata trying to turn and not being allowed to. There, Kuhn desperately for Leicester City in the championship.
Then playing as a
Kimmich standing over it. And will be round. And that's a decent looking effort that had the interest of Asari for a moment. Leicester City. As that was angled towards Voltamata. Fall
direct.
Leonard Carl slicing up the Ghanaian defense. Leaves it for Leroy Sané. On-rushing is Kimmich, and he got that all wrong. Kimmich. Undaf brings it down beautifully, but there was too much help on his way. Sizing up Antonio Rudiger, great matchup. Leonard Carl. It's on full display, and the nutmeg as well, and he wins the free kick. Germany go quickly again from the corner. Leonard Carl. Decent looking ball in. Leonard Carl cushions it down. It's good. That's good. Voltamata actually got in the way. Last touch coming off of the big Union Berlin man on top of the set piece. Finding Jordan Ayew in space. Tries. Delivering the door. Kimmich. Figured why not. Voltamata falls for Carl. Voltamata having it initially. Instead we'll find Carl. Trying to get it back from Voltamata.
Because in the first half, Germany looked vulnerable in transition as well.
Undaf trying to lay it off for